Okay, open book exercise. This is a really good thoracic mobility one. I've got a couple different variations we're going to go over, starting with one in side lying on the table, and then a couple in quadruped, so hands and knees, and then one kind of standing, kneeling one. So this is a great one for just unlocking the thoracic spine. A lot of whiplash type patients, shoulder pain patients having some issues with the muscles running down that upper mid back area. So first version of this, definitely the most common one that I do, start here in side lying. Knees are bent and forward. The big key with this is keeping this hip rolled forward. I don't want to roll this hip back at all. And all I'm going to do from here is take this top shoulder for a little bit of a twist straight back, and then I'm coming back forwards with it. Right here, I'm not trying to push into a really deep stretch. I'm just getting some good motion going in my thoracic spine. If you find that this top knee keeps popping up on you, take this bottom hand, block that knee. Same thing right here. If you want to try for a little more stretch, you can take this top arm, straighten it out, do a big full swing all the way back like so. I usually do 20 or 30 reps of this on each side just to get nice and warmed up. A little variation here, so we can do this one's a little bit more active for the back, requires a little bit more control. So I'm here, I'm going to go through this hole on this side, and then I'm going to come out and reach way far up. So it's right there, they call this thread the needle, and I'm just reaching up towards the ceiling. I'm following my hand with my eyes, so I'm getting full rotation here. I'm going to do that same thing both sides. I usually do 15 to 20 each way on this one. You can also pair that if you've got a good resistance band. Take your band, get it set really low on the shoulder blades right here. I don't usually go through with this because then that really stretches the band really deep, but when you open up, that band gives you a little bit more stretch right there as it's pulling you in. And last version of this, or I'll say one more thing. Usually, when I'm in this position for that thread the needle, I tend to pair it with little cat cow or cat camel. So that's the little pelvic tilt back and forth, following it with my head so that I'm making downward curve and an upward curve. So all the other motions were using or working into rotation of the thoracic spine, but that cat cow does a little bit of flexion and extension for the thoracic spine. And then last version I have of those is just a standing exercise or kneeling. So I usually go here, forearms to thighs right here. I'm just going to pick a side, and I'm reaching and turning right here. I find this one's a little bit easier to drop into if I don't have a table or a bench really close. And this keeps those hips locked down. I can't really roll to help. So there we go. That's a open book, a thread the needle, and then a kneeling half twist. Perfect.